So it seems like many people are now looking at social media as a realistic and alternative way to get traffic to their website rather than ranking organically in search engines. And it honestly is a really genuine way to get traffic. You do have a lot more control over it. It can actually be really lucrative if you hit on the right methods. And one of the best things is it's free to do as well. Now, to do it successfully, you do need to post to social media in bulk, and that's why I've been using Post Planner, which is a tool that helps me schedule out my content. So in today's video, I thought I'd just really go over some of the benefits of having Post Planner. It is the tool that I use every single day. I've tested many of the social media scheduling tools, and this one was the right one for me because it has a number of elements that's really key. So first of all, let me tell you about the benefits of some of the features inside Post Planner, and then I'll show you also inside my own dashboard, and you'll get to see why I chose this tool rather than any other. So the first benefits of Post Planner is, number one, is posting to multiple social media platforms all in one go. So I can create a schedule, a calendar, where I can then schedule individual buckets of content into that calendar for every type of social media platform I choose. Now this is key because not all pieces of content should be scheduled to every platform. You certainly don't want to schedule a Facebook post to, let's say, YouTube. Just wouldn't work, right? Same with a tweet. You wouldn't want a tweet to go out to maybe Instagram. It just doesn't fit. So with Post Planner, I can actually schedule out particular, they call them buckets of content. You could also think of them as files of content. I can schedule out the right files of content to go out at the right time to the right social media platforms. It's key for doing that. Sometimes you can lose control of it if you're posting hundreds of pieces of content per week and they're going all over the place and you kind of don't have much control over it. So Post Planner gives you total control over doing that. Now there are some negatives to Post Planner, and that is the initial setup. It is a very user-friendly system to use once it's set up, but I'm going to be honest and say you are going to spend a few hours getting this set up correctly. But like most tools, the majority of the people never get the benefit out of these tools because they don't set them up correctly. So I have multiple websites, multiple social media platforms, so I assign myself a couple of days to actually get it all set up correctly. Now, if you only have one website and you only post to, let's say, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, then it's going to be very, very simple to set up and you're going to do it in a matter of minutes. But for me, I wanted to make sure I had that initial setup stage nailed down so that it was smooth sailing from then on. And honestly, it was the best thing I could have done. Number two, creating your schedule of content, telling Post Planner at what time of day, which piece of content goes out to which social media platform. So inside Post Planner, there's a really cool feature that will help you find content that's really, really working. So I'm really focusing my time at the moment on growing Facebook pages to be monetized by Facebook. Facebook actually has a program where they pay you to grow Facebook pages and have communities inside their platform, which is really cool. So I actually use Post Planner to find viral content, memes and quotes and images and things that will get my audience inside my Facebook pages really engaged. The analytics inside Post Planner, analyzing what is working. The worst thing you can do is spend hours and hours and hours creating social media content that is just not going to be engaging or get any traction. It's not going to get people clicking it and going over to your website, or it's not going to be engaging enough for them to comment, like, and share inside the social media platform. And finally, the feature inside Post Planner, which for me is the best, is their recycling and rescheduling feature. So you can create a few months of content, and when that content runs out, it will automatically shuffle that content and reschedule it back out to social media. And that is something you should be doing. You don't need to create one piece of content, post it to Facebook and forget about it and never ever see it again. That piece of content can be reused time and time again. In fact, through a period of 12 months, that one piece of content should probably go out 6 or 7 times. Remember, social media platforms often don't show a piece of content to every follower you have. So you need to reschedule it and keep making sure that people will eventually see that piece of content. Otherwise, it's time wasted creating that content. And with the recycle feature in Side Post Planner, it's very simple to tell Post Planner, I want this piece of content to go out to these platforms on these days, and when they've been posted, repost them at these certain times. And you can get it to repost it forever or repost it 3 or 4 times. And that's a really, really valuable tool, especially if you're growing something like a Facebook page. So you can see here, here's a screenshot of my calendar, and you can see all the different buckets have been assigned. Remember, buckets are basically files of content. So I may have a bucket for memes, I may have a bucket for videos, I may have a bucket of blog posts. And that's a video I will be covering shortly, how to pull all your blog posts over to Post Planner at just a click of a button. If you have several hundred pieces of content, it doesn't matter. Post Planner will pull all them blog posts into Post Planner and send them to wherever you like, whether that be Twitter, Facebook, it doesn't matter. It can easily do it at just a press of a button. I mean, can you imagine importing manually 700 blog posts into Facebook and scheduling it out using Facebook's scheduling tool? It just simply wouldn't be possible. But honestly, it took me about 15 minutes to schedule all the blog posts from one website I had. It was over 700 and it took me about 15 minutes to set that up. But I will bring an individual video on that because it needs to be done step by step, and I think I can make it clearer if I do that in a separate video. But you can see all the different buckets on my schedule here are all planned at certain times of day. They're all planned to go to certain social media platforms, and they're also planned to go out repeatedly whenever I want. So weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever I want to do. And you can also see here from the buckets. So don't get confused with buckets. Buckets are just files of content. So I've created all these different buckets you see here, and all these buckets now are very simple for me to add into my 24-hour calendar and get Post Planner to post whatever I add to that bucket. So once you've created that bucket, you basically fill it with content. You use the tool inside Post Planner if you wish to create some content, or you could use something like Canva, create the content and drop it in that bucket. Once the content is in that bucket, you can schedule it out whenever you want. You can repeatedly use it. You can look at the analytics on it. It doesn't matter where you create that content. Once you've created it, you've dropped it in that bucket. Post Planner then knows that you want that content to go out at a certain time of day to a certain social media platform. And finally, you can look at the analytics for each individual post. You can see here which ones are doing well, which ones maybe you should recycle more often, maybe ones you should make more content. And finally, let me just quickly show you how I find content. So inside Post Planner, you can create what's called streams. So you can go across all your social media platforms and find pages or social media platforms that are very similar to yours, and you can collate all those into what they call a stream. And that's basically a stream, a never-ending stream of content to give you ideas, inspiration, find out what's going viral. You can see here, here's a stream I found, and you can see all these yellow stars mean these are posts that are going viral or doing very, very well. So that gives me inspiration to either use those, and you can simply click the add button and add it into one of your buckets, and you are legally sharing it. You're not stealing their content because it uses the share feature inside Facebook, for instance, to share it to your page, which is legal, and they're happy to do it. They get credit for that piece of content, not you, but it gets your page growing and more engaging. So you can find and share these content to your own page, or you could just use them for inspiration. But I can easily see all the stream of content that's here, and that will give me inspiration to create content for myself. Now you can create your own stream, or you can use the streams that's already been created. Let's say you have a cooking Facebook page and you want to grow that. There will be streams for food. There will be recipe streams. People inside Post Planner will have already created streams that you can use. Or, as I say, you can find your own, spend some time finding all the best streams of content and adding them all into one. So then you easily, at the press of a button, can choose a stream that always gives you the best inspiration. So overall, I think it's a fantastic tool. So many features I cannot cover in one video. I will, like I say, bring individual videos out in the next few weeks. I might do one that shows you how to connect your social media account right at the very start. I might do another one that helps you set up a scheduling plan, and I might do another one that helps you create and find content, and then I might do a fourth one that maybe dives into the analytics of it. So many videos to come. I'm using it daily myself, and as I'm using that and finding new features inside the tool, I'll bring it to you in a video. But for now, hope you enjoyed that video. I do have a discount coupon if you want to purchase it. There is a free trial. Won't cost you a penny to get started. The link's in the description. Have a go at it, see what you think. But if you are wanting to get traffic to your website, you are going to need a tool, and I think Post Planner, well, for me, it works really well. Hopefully it'll work for you. But for now, thanks for joining me. Remember that discount coupon is in the description. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know how you get on, and let me know in the comments, are you looking for ways to get traffic to your website other than Google? Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.